guys, Miss Rose here. Today we're thinking about how can we solve math word problems. Math word problems, number one, there are a lot of words. Number two, it can be a little bit difficult to figure out what exactly to do. So for your assignment today, we're going to consider this problem that I have up on the screen. It says there are 5 students in a group. Each group must read a story and write 20 questions. How many questions does each student have to write to complete the assignment? Well, we know that the very first thing that we need to do when we have a word problem is to buck. I'm going to get out of there. We learned yesterday that we are going to buck the assignments. Here, pages. So yes, I'm going to pull up what we did yesterday in Canvas. If it'll work for me, here we go. We talked about word problem strategies and how to buck. So first we box all numbers and units, we underline the essential words, we circle the question that it's asking, and we knock out unneeded info. Okay, so if you need to go back to yesterday's module to see that, you can do that at this time and just kind of have that screen up with you. Okay. Okay, so I've pasted the problem here for you in this whiteboard that you can use with your mouse. So I've got colors over here. You can actually make a box, you can erase, you can do all of that. I'm just gonna choose blue so we can see it. So my first thing is that I'm going to box all numbers and units. This problem is tricky because it has a hidden number in it, and that number is 5. Okay, the number is written as a word. And just for me, I'm going to go ahead and write 5 over top of that just to kind of remind me that that is a number, even though it's a hidden number. Okay. So there are 5 students in a group. Each kind of sounds really important to me. So I'm going to go ahead and underline that each group must read a story and write 20 questions. I'm going to go ahead and draw that box around 20 questions because that's important. Do notice that I am drawing the box around questions as well. How many questions does each student need to write to complete the assignment? I'm going to go ahead and, well, how many is important too, because that's a math word. I'm going to go ahead and circle my question. How many questions does each student need to write to complete the assignment? Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. I don't really care. Okay, I'm just going to mark that out. Okay, so we've done our buck strategy. But now maybe at this point you're still a little bit confused about what to do. And that's what today's lesson teaches you. Okay, so let's go back to our assignment today. I'm just going to pull that up right here. And now we're going to move on to actual like math hint words. These are our hints. So maybe you've used buck, you've underlined some words you think are important, but you're just not quite sure. Okay, so we've done step 1, we've bucked the problem. We're going to move on to step 2 and 3 today. We're going to look at the keywords you've underlined and we're going to consult our math keyword cheat sheet. I'm going to go ahead, I've hyperlinked it right here for you, so you can just go ahead and click on that. You can see it. Oops, that's not right. Okay, I'm just going to actually go ahead and pull that up. It should take you to that. Whoops, I'll fix that. So here are some keywords that we can kind of look at. Remember we were looking at the word each. Okay, so I'm going to kind of look on this and I'm going to try to find that word each and see. Okay, and if I look, I see that each is actually right here. Each group has. Okay, so that kind of tells me that the operation we're going to use is division. Okay, so division. So I'm going to go back to my question and I might forget. So I'm going to go ahead and write division up here. And I'm going to think in my head, what does division mean? Remember that division is when we take a big group and we divide it into a smaller group.